Hello, everybody. Welcome. It is your favorite Power Team podcast, and we are definitely in the building. For those of you guys, if this is your first time tuning in and rocking with us, we just want to say welcome and thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for actually deciding to tune in with us tonight because we already know that you could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be right here with us.
You know,
And we truly appreciate that. Bless you, Dr.
Yes.
Real.
what's going on,
Um,
people?
hey. And for those of you guys, if you don't know who we are, we would like to actually formally introduce ourselves. I go by the name of Kesha Kesh.
I'm your girl J Money.
And it's your boy, Dr. Real, Mr. Motivational. Let's go.
Let's go. All right, y'all. Well, first off, another thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to say congratulations to our winners that um, when I spent the wheel over the last couple of days, we had two people that won. So you never know what's going on the Power Team platform. So it's very important to just stay tuned in so that you could be a part of all the things that we have to offer. We have a young lady this morning, one of our supporters. Her name's Felicia. And she actually won a waist trainer. So, you know, if it's a hot girl summer, it's definitely going to be
Okay.
on and popping
Mm-mm.
because,
Okay.
Nope.
she got the waist trainer.
Nope.
Also,
Yes. Everybody just
it's gonna
snatched.
be a hot girl summer.
Yes. Hot girl
She got
summer.
it. Yes,
You see
I
what I
love that
posted
one
today,
too.
Kesha? You know how girls
I
something.
saw it.
Yes.
That's what made me say something about it because I did
Hot
see
girl
him
summer.
post something about it. But I really like that one. And then we do have Sheila. She won
Man,
also when I did a
listen.
drawing, and she won the aromatherapy, the bracelet, which is a very nice item that I
Yes.
like as well. So we will have other things coming up,
That's
y'all. So just make sure y'all keep rocking with us and supporting us because we definitely appreciate the love.
yes.
All
Congratulations.
right.
Congratulations.
Yes. Congrats,
We love
everybody.
y'all.
Congrats. Um, so I know we got a couple of topics, and I've been trying to read up on these updates because I was hoping that I actually got another update before today when it came to us speaking about my topic about the gun laws, Greg Abbott. And fellas, I'm talking about Greg Abbott, but I'm not talking about child support. So you can stay. You don't have to run. When they hear Greg Abbott,
Oh, blow this.
listen, when they hear Greg Abbott, they think that's the child support. I'm not talking about
That's
child
true.
support
You should be
tonight,
paying it.
fellas.
You should be
So
paying
you're
it.
safe. You're safe. But y'all, I'm really trying to understand it because when I read some things that's going on in other places, I hear they're changing laws there too. But I guess I want to understand what is his purpose of doing this? Like, are you really I just don't know who he's trying to protect. Like, do you really feel like it's okay or safe to actually have this as an option for people that are, not licensed to carry? Like, what is the outcome that he think is going to happen? Because some of the things that I've been reading about, I noticed that the police, they're definitely not rocking with him. Law enforcement is not rocking with him. They don't think it's a good idea for him to
Mm-hmm.
actually even try to get this passed. They feel as if this is ludicrous, pretty much. It's crazy.
Yes.
And I have to agree with them just
I
based on
agree
all the
too.
things that I've seen going on within just the last couple of weeks, the last couple of months, y'all. Like, people are carrying these guns. They're leaving them around these babies. These
Mm-hmm.
babies are finding them. Like, they're
Mm-hmm.
finding the guns in the under the car. I mean, under the seat of the car. They're running up to these guns as if these are
Yes.
just toys and playing and shooting each other and shooting themselves. It's like, it's crazy. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know what he feels would be the outcome of this, and who does he think that's riding with him and excited about it. So I mean, what's y'all's thoughts on it? What do y'all feel about it?
Well, I don't. I when I was looking at just on social media with everything everybody was saying, everybody's not agreeing with it. It's like his mindset is not where the society is with his gun laws. And then he have it where you could be now 21 or 20 to get a gun. Remember, it was you had your age limit was higher than that. He lowered it. It's like so you're just saying the world, everybody just need a gun and everybody just need to walk around with it. And just with
And
so many
that's
people are being reckless and careless, and I don't agree with it. I'm with you 1,000%, Kesha.
Yeah, I'm confused about it. I
Me
really would
too.
want to know. Maybe he'll answer some questions in reference of why he think it's important to have,
Mm-mm.
and what's his thought process behind it. Because me personally, I do try to give everybody a chance because sometimes what doesn't make sense to us, it may make sense when
Mhm.
somebody else explain it. But it hasn't made sense to me. What's your thoughts on it, Dr. Real?
See, for me, it's funny how it piggybacks off this insurrection on January 6th. And being he's a conservative Republican uh, person that was in Trump's camp, and now all of a sudden you get this bright idea after, like when I was talking about it in March, there was already 137 mass shootings
Mass
in the
shootings.
country. It's increased since then. I think it's now like 147. This year alone, which is only May, 5 months into it. So it's funny how all of a sudden now you want to unleash this beast. Because matter of fact, this was funny. I seen a guy in Murphy's, the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
You think my man was going to be an extra in a Rambo movie? This dude had like 5 weapons on him, but I could
Who are you
tell
talking
that.
about, Abbott? Oh,
No,
you
this
saw
was a dude.
someone.
This was a random dude.
Oh, I
He
was
had
gonna
like
say.
5 weapons on him, like he was about to go to war. But I'm looking at
Mm-mm.
this dude like you're
Wow.
goofy. Because if I really want to come and take something off of you, I could. And my
But you're not
phones.
gonna even be able to get to all five of those
Right, but I'm
guns.
saying he had 5. But I'm saying, but if I wanted to go up to him and take one of them,
Yeah.
he probably would have known I took it because I could tell he was a goofy. Just how he had him on him. Like you strapped up for attention. You strapped up for somebody to kind of fear you. But there's real folks that have weapons and they're pretenders. So I'm
Correct.
just concerned of why he thinks it's a good idea to make it to where you don't have to register your weapon no more. So if I shoot you, how are you going to find out what weapon was used if I don't have to register my weapon?
Absolutely.
So you're going to
That's
increase
what.
the amount of incidents with cops. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? We don't need that. And you know who I'm talking about? I say we. We don't need the
Mm-mm.
extras. We
Mm-mm.
already a target with a toy gun. So we don't need no
Exactly.
extras for a real one. And you're talking about now you can get shot with having a concealed weapon with the license. So now
Mm.
you're
Right.
telling people walking around like it's the Wild Wild West, and I'm Matt Dillon from Gunsmoke with my weapon on my man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary. He's signing a lot of laws. I think he know his time is up. When it's time for re-election, he ain't gonna make it.
Yes, I think that's what it
He got
is
rid of
too.
unemployment. He did a pandemic unemployment too soon. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of people see what they don't understand. There's a lot of Republicans that's on federal and state assistance. Let's go and clear it up. It's not just liberal people that's on uh, welfare.
Correct.
There's not just Democrats on unemployment. There's a lot of people on unemployment, and a lot of his constituents that voted for him is on unemployment. So he's passing all these laws. He's about to pass this law about the heartbeat law. He ain't already done it with the fetus in Texas.
I
Yeah,
saw
he
He's
that.
doing
doing,
that too. He said
he's doing a
that
lot
too.
of stuff. I think he know his time is numbered. So he's trying to appeal to his constituents in a sense with the weapons. Because one thing I know about this country, you can have everything in their mama going on, but when it comes to that Second Amendment, them just going to
Mm.
defend that Second Amendment to the end of
To the
time.
end. To the
It don't
end.
matter what's going on. That Second
Mm-hmm.
Amendment is going to matter more than anything else in life, which
Mm-hmm.
mind boggles me because a weapon ain't that serious to me.
Right.
Maybe in
Right.
the time when the founding fathers, and I'm saying that with the least amount of humility I can, when they signed that into your amendments, it was a different time. You know what I'm saying? Like you had a lot going on in the 1700s for that compared to now.
Right.
I don't think we need to have What you need an AR-15 for as a regular citizen?
I said that too. What do you need that for?
What do you need that for?
That assault rifle that you only certain people
What
can
do you need
get.
that for? As a former vet, what do you need an AR-15 for?
Right.
What are you hunting with that? Saying The Walking Dead ain't happening. What are you hunting with the AR-15?
Right.
Please tell me, because every freaking assault, every time there's a mass shooting, what weapon is always present? A freaking AR-15. Every
AR-15.
So now you're saying it's all good to walk around with that? Like
it's okay,
it's
right?
That's what Greg Abbott. That's what Greg Abbott said. You can walk around whatever you want to.
I really think I think it's a whole setup. Just because it's a law don't mean you have to be lawful with it. If you feel me, you don't have to go there. If I get a weapon, that mug gonna be registered. I don't care what you say. It's gonna
be registered. And because what was so confusing when I was reading about this, I was also paying attention and looking at some stuff that was that's taking effect in Arkansas, because they were saying if you were charged, have a gun charge, anyone that was after April on or before April 20 something of this year, they're trying to make it to where you actually will not be eligible for parole. Like, I'm trying to so I'm trying to understand. Yeah, you won't be eligible for parole. So I'm looking at that, and then I'm looking at this, and I'm like, everybody doing something different, and that's why I'm trying to make it make sense. Like, does he feel that he's doing this as a positive, or I'm really trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I just don't. I don't see it, and I just think it's crazy coming. Stuff. I see a lot of massive.
I see a lot of setup coming.
But let's be honest here. Who is the one you see clinging to the gun with a deaf hand? It ain't us. Let's just be 100 about it. Let's be a whole band about it. It's not us that's gripping to the Second Amendment. It's not us that's the NRA. The actor from The Wire, I can't remember his name, but he's the heavyset guy from The Wire. He said if young black men under 25 all registered for the NRA, them gun laws will change in a heartbeat. And I think that's very cool.
So let me ask you this, Dr. Real. So why do you think the police are against it? Because that's why I say I'm trying to really think this thing all the way through. I'm trying to play devil's advocate, because first off, police officers, you're good. You're able to carry, there's no discrepancies there, but they are, what do you think they're in fear of? Like, what do you think?
You're giving Joe Thug, Joe Redneck, Joe anybody,
the
ability to carry a weapon
without it being registered.
No consequence in a sense.
Absolutely.
So now you're talking about traffic stops. Already the number one reason cops get killed in the first place is traffic stops.
Right.
Now the traffic stops are going to be on like level 10, because you don't know what I have now, because the governor decided that it's all good for everybody to have a weapon. You can be mentally disturbed. You want somebody who is mentally disturbed to have a weapon? No. That's why they have these background checks. So you giving people weapons with no background checks. So I'm a schizophrenic that don't like taking my medicine. It's on and popping now.
Yeah,
I'm bipolar and don't take my medicine. Or
like
I'm a person who is a radical and like, you know what? I'm tired of these cops killing my brothers. I'm on one tonight. So I'm looking for a problem. You know what I'm saying? They always say, it's good to have citizens with weapons. How many times you seen a citizen take down a mass shooter? I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. And like you said, and if something happened, they can't register that gun back to nobody. That's what the police like. If he happened to kill somebody, you don't know who that gun belonged to. And they would make it hard for the police to do investigations.
You're giving too many fools and it's about to get hot. It's reminds me of Chicago. It's about to get hot. And you have a lot of people that patience they don't have it. Or road rage. You see that movie on Hinge with Russell Crowe. There's people like that when they cut you off in traffic, now everybody and mama got a weapon. So that's why I tell my kid, my daughter just started driving, like, look, You got road rage already, but you need to calm down because you don't know who you hollering at in the next vehicle.
I
And
saw
now
that on
you want
Instagram
everybody to have a
yesterday.
weapon. I mean, it just makes no. It makes no. Texas has always been their own country anyway. They basically
Right.
they
And it's
never really
not
win.
working for
They
us.
part of the 50 states, but they really do their own thing. They kind of like
Right.
California. California and Texas is their own. To me, their own country. They do what they want to in a sense. But I mean, to me, it makes no sense. You're really causing a super problem when there didn't need to be one. I'm with registering. I'm with applying for a weapon
Me
to
too.
rule out those who don't need it. Even then, that system's flawed. But now you're gonna go where you ain't got to register a weapon, so I can go to the academy and just buy a gun. I can go to the
Right.
pawn shop and just buy a gun. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? My baby mom pissed me off, so I go buy a gun now and do a murder suicide with no background
Mm-hmm.
check because I ain't got to worry about that no more. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
come on, man. Like that's to
Wow.
me, for you to be a governor of a state, you done made 3 bad decisions to me in weeks.
Yeah,
You're talking about a heartbeat for a woman. So if my father rapes me,
yeah.
I gotta keep that baby because of you.
Gotta keep it because of you.
Or
As long as they hear
I'm a
a
sexual
heartbeat, they
assault
cannot
victim.
get rid of it.
Right. I keep this baby because of you.
Mhm.
But
Right.
I can decide when I want to wear a mask or not. Or you can man. I mean, it just doesn't make any
It
sense.
just doesn't make sense, and
So you
it's
can
not.
regulate my body, but you can tell
Not
me that if
Right.
I'm vaccinated, you ain't got to worry about masks anymore. How the hell you know I'm vaccinated? How do you know
don't
that?
Right.
you
You
don't. We were
don't
talking
know
about
that.
that backstage. No,
It
you
just
don't.
the stuff that you be doing, politicians be doing, man. It's mind boggling.
Yeah.
They don't. Michael Jackson said it best a long time ago. They don't really care about us, and I don't really want to realize it.
They don't.
You
They
know what
They
I mean?
don't.
I
really
don't
don't.
really want
They
to
really
realize it.
don't. They really
And
They
they ain't
don't.
been
don't.
said it. That's gonna get
I
it.
have to agree. I have to agree. I don't know. I'm gonna just listen. I'm just gonna try to keep watching, see what's gonna happen. But I don't think that it's a good idea. I'm definitely not in agreement with it. It's too
I'm
much.
not either.
It's too much stuff happening. Crazy stuff that's continuing to happen, and it's like right now these things is going on. We can't relate to them, I guess, because it's not even for us to understand. That's why we're having a hard time understanding. It's not even meant for us to actually understand. um Thank you guys for chiming in and talking about the topic with us. Please continue to share your thoughts. I really would like to. I guess I want to also hear from someone that's okay with it and they think that this is something that we should be
Mm-hmm.
doing. So hopefully, you guys will drop your thoughts in the comments, and I want to hear your insight on it, based on it being different from how we feel about it. If you feel that that law needs to be passed and that it's going to be a great thing, hey, share it. Let us know. Let us hear your side. This is the no judgment zone. So,
No judgment
Man,
zone.
no judgment.
absolutely. All right. So I know that we do have our other topic to get into, and it's going to come from you, Jay Money. What you got for us tonight?
J Money.
Let's talk. Let's talk about plastic surgery. Yes or no? Why or why not?
Ooh,
So I
plastic
just
surgery.
plastic surgery. So this was a topic that came up in my family because one of my cousins wants to get her body done, but her sister is like so against it. So and then I was like looking on social media. You have so many people saying, "Oh, she fake because she got a fake butt, she got fake boobs, she got her face done, she's got this fake." But my whole mindset for plastic surgery is why not? I feel like as women, we do so much with our family and our kids and our husbands that we forget who we are. We forget all about us. And then one day you look up in the mirror, you like, damn, probably this Waco. Yes, of course you can go to the gym, you can work out and get your body where you want it to be. But if you can find the easy way out and you have the money, why not do it? Now, I do know there's some ins and outs with due to plastic surgery. There's risk, but there's risk in everyday life. One of my cousins said, "You can die on plastic surgery." I said, "Hell, you can die walking out your door. You can die in your sleep." I said the day you were born with the expiration date on you somewhere, and you don't know when and where that's gonna happen. Just
True.
like you go to the store and get a thing of milk, you see expiration date, that means it's gonna expire. Your ass is expiring too. So I don't know. And I think a lot of people don't want to do the whole plastic surgery. One, they worried about what their friends and family gonna say. I don't know why, because they're not the one who worked hard to make that money to pay for it. Two, they fearful of what may happen. You can't live in life in fear. You got to do what makes you happy. We only got one life to live. Like I said, so much is happening. Do what makes you happy. If plastic surgery is what you want to do it. And don't let anybody talk you out of something that you want to do. Because my husband told me one thing before he passed. He was like, no matter what you do what makes you happy. The time ain't on your side. And if you're gonna do something, don't do it with regrets. Like you regret later that, oh, I went and got my butt done. Now I don't like it. Do what makes you happy in your life because you only got one life to live. And what's y'all thoughts on plastic surgery?
Ooh, can I go?
Go.
Go right ahead.
Listen, and I'm gonna speak for the man club. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Men feel. We don't give a damn if if your titties long and you like you got 4 arms. We don't give a damn. We don't care if your ass is sagging to the ground. We don't care if you got more dimples in your ass than a Tiger Woods golf ball. We really don't care. I'm gonna be real with you. There's some dudes that's superficial that might care, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna speak for myself personally.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that as we get older, gravity gonna do what it do.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you blessed with the sturdy titty jeans, good for you. But a lot of women ain't blessed with that. Around
That's
35,
right.
40, them mud's gonna start doing what it do. But as a man, you gotta be understandable. That's what it is, because guess what? Your balls gonna start hanging sooner or later.
That's
Men, your
right.
ass gonna get saggy too. And you
That's
might start
right.
getting embraced. But at the end of the day, if you feel like that for your self-esteem that you need to go in the knife, do that. But for
Absolutely.
me and my woman to talk about this, baby, I want you the way God made you.
That's right.
If it's saggedy, guess what? I'ma love it because I love you. I don't want you to go get no artificial ass, because that's not gonna be the same as me smacking when it's regular. Because I'm a smacker of a fake ass and ain't gonna move.
But let me
So,
say
so what
something.
you're trying to say?
It's
So,
not,
Dr.
that's not the
Real,
case.
listen. No, Dr. Real trying to say that's just like, you know how when we get our hair done and then they try to touch it, we like, wait a minute, because we
Wait a
don't want
minute.
them to mess it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
So they try to smack you on the ass. You trying to make sure you don't hit it wrong
And
and
then
you
it
mess
don't
something
move.
up.
I'm gonna let K Michelle.
No,
Situation. That
but
was
you
that
got,
was looking at K Michelle. I felt bad for that one.
but
She
Dr.
went and
Real.
did that, and then this number one, it looked outrageous. Like, come on, man, ain't nobody add
But
that.
let me educate you on something, Dr. Real.
Talk to me.
When she got her butt done, that was back in the day when they were doing fix a flat. They were putting
Oh, yeah, I know.
plastic things in her
Silicone,
butt.
yeah.
But at 2021, your butt is you. Does that make sense? Because
Yeah, I get it.
anything they put in you comes from you. How's
I'm
that
just a
fake?
person that just
When you
let
fat,
it be what it is. I'm
but
just
I'm
and
not
let it be
saying
what it
that.
is.
It's a lot of people do it because of the way society, way media has set it up that you're supposed to look a certain way. But let me say, a lot of women, Dr. Real, just want to do it because it makes them feel good about themselves. It's something about them that they don't like. And if you can fix it, why not fix it? Rather, if it's when I say it ain't for a man, this ain't for him. Yeah, he might reap the benefits afterwards. But this is so when you look in that mirror, you say, I'm happy and I'm pleased with what I see. It's a lot of women are not happy. Of course, you're gonna always have something about you you don't like. But I feel like if you got the money and that's something you want to do it. You don't have to necessarily go get a fake butt. But if you want to get rid of your stomach, get rid of it. The fat on your back, get rid of it. I thank God for plastic surgery people. Hell, because everybody can. If it was up to me, everybody be walking around fine. Everybody's waist would be snatched like this. Everybody has to be out like that. But just, I mean, I feel like it's not a lot of people doing it because, oh, I see it on TV. It's a lot of women that their self-esteem is low. And this is just building their self-esteem and their confidence back up
Well, y'all need
because
to go
they
get
let
you a
themselves
meeting.
go.
Go get you a meet. I'll make you feel good about your fupa. I'll make you feel good about your saggy
But
booty. I'll make you feel good about your collard green arms. You know the arms that be swinging. They made the best collard greens in the world. I'm gonna let you be that. I want you to be happy and be joyful about who you are and how God
I got
made
that.
you. Do what you do. If
Yeah.
going to knife makes you happy, I ain't mad at you. Do what you do.
Yeah.
But I don't want any woman listening to this podcast to do that for somebody other than themselves. That's my
Other than
point.
themselves, that's
Don't
my
go do
point.
it for
That's my
JoJo.
point. That's my point.
You know what
Because
I'm
he'll
saying?
leave you
Ain't
for
nothing
somebody
wrong with the
that used to
fupa.
look like you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, damn it, Robin. Ain't nothing wrong with that damn fupa. Like I said, for
And
you, pleasure awaits.
and again,
Get
there's
your gun.
nothing. Some women are not doing it for a man because you could go get your body done for a man and he'll leave you for somebody how you used to look. So that it's just doing it for themselves to feel sexy and confident with themselves. Then let me just change something. Now some just want bigger things. I don't know why they want bigger, but they do. So, but just something about themselves that they want to change. They just want. I'm like, do it. Don't let fear in your family stop you from doing anything you want to do in life.
I mean, men do it too. Men get the chest
Abs,
implant to make their chest look
abs.
good. There's men now, they getting more. There's a dude on TikTok call
They
himself
get
the
calf
dick doctor on
implants.
TikTok that talks about adding the girth and the length
Yes,
to a
yes,
man's penis. And there's a lot of men
yes.
going down to Miami and to the DR and other places getting, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying,
They can add
snipping that
on.
little piece to get their penis longer. You know
Yep.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But like, okay, you do that and then you lose your sensitivity. So you got a longer penis and you can't feel nothing. You get lost, man. You lost the
Right.
whole game, bro.
So, to Dr. Real's point of what he just said, and that's where I want to chime in. I am not against whomever would want to do it, because if that is what someone wants to do to boost their confidence or feel good about themselves, I'm not against it. I'm going to speak specifically for myself and just explain the type of person I am. I am an overthinker, and I'm the person that would, if I had monies in 3 stacks right here and I was able to even go do it with this set of money right here, I would think about that and not do it, because the only reason is because I'm too busy trying to figure out everything that comes along with it. Not only, when I heard you even say, Jay Money, about the it's still a part of you, it is. But because of how my mindset is set up, I'm thinking, well, if I have fat in my arm and I put it in my butt, then my butt's gonna look like my arm, or it's some arm, like, I'm serious. Like I'm thinking fat goes in certain areas and it forms in certain areas. Or I'm the
Kiss
one that's
wild.
thinking about, I swear, y'all laughing. I'm so for real. Anybody on this
I know
podcast
you
know I'm
see this
dead
right
serious.
now. Funny guy, you serious.
And
That was
and
funny.
I'm the one thinking that when I turn 80 years old, I'm going to have a young woman's body in an old woman's face, and it's not going to match. And I'm the one that thinks that if I go and do all this to make myself feel good and my body and everything is perfect, I'll be the one to get sick with something else. And now it doesn't even matter what I did to make my body look a certain way. Now, if I even did this to please myself, but I know we say we do it for ourselves, but we're also doing this because we want to look and present ourselves a certain way for other people, because people looking at
Say
us,
that.
right? You're a walking billboard. So let's be honest. So if the person that I may be with at that moment when I do this, although my confidence may be, sky high, now I'm thinking, now I have this other condition, this wrong. Will this person still stay? Will this person love me enough to still deal with? Because in my mind, if you didn't and I had that going on and I just needed to fix and touch up some stuff, I know you're going to run when I have this condition. But I'm being honest right now, like, I am an overthinker, and I really feel like it's something that I would be sitting there just pondering about, and I would think it would do me more harm because I wouldn't know how to do the maintenance on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know everything about it, but I do know when I hear that there's a lot of different maintaining you have to do to keep that body. So when you say plastic surgery now, that cosmetic and other stuff is a little bit different. I'm talking about going under the knife and you getting surgery and cut up and all. Those are the things I'm afraid of. Now, when it comes to, yeah, when it comes to things like other stuff, if you're doing, like, I see these people talk about the whole Botox stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I do
Like
that
that might
too.
be something that don't hurt. I mean, that don't. I don't know. It's all about understanding what's going on and where my mindset will go with it. But I am not. If there's a woman out there that's doing it, I'm team go her, because if that's what she needs to do, I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't. I just know for myself, and I talk a whole lot of noise. And summer fine, summertime fine, hot girl summer, whatever. I know I ain't about to climb up on that table. I'm not gonna do it. My mind won't let me do it. I think too much, but I'm serious. I
But
really, that's how
that's
my
okay.
mind operates.
That's how, and like I said, everybody have a right to think the what they're wanting to think is like, but don't influence your views on somebody else. Like, you stupid.
Right,
I wouldn't do that. You just dumb. And well, what makes you right? Because they doing it. I don't. I mean, okay, we all have our opinion. We all have our thoughts and how we feel about it. But don't try to force it on someone else because that's how you feel. And that's what I have
right.
going on in my family. It's like, what are you doing? That's stupid. And I love my husband, love me the way I am. He gonna accept this whole 300. Girl,
Yeah.
I'm
And
just
it's a
telling you.
difference. I think it's how deep you get with it. Because
Mhm.
like I say, sometimes people don't understand what some people are doing to kind of form certain bodies. Like what it's this thing called and there's no surgery, you're not cutting anybody, but whatever this stuff is, it's called the something freeze. But they rub this thing up and down like
Uh-huh.
the parts of to me, I might do that because that's
Yeah.
nothing. You're not cutting me or going inside of me. It's probably a situation. If I drink a lot of water when I get up, I'm probably going to be bloated again. But to
Hmm.
me, that doesn't seem intimidating. It doesn't seem like it's going to hurt me, and I ain't going to think too much about it. I'm like, oh, that's all you're doing, because you're looking at something on the visual of it, and it's like it's supposed to still give you this effect if that's what you want.
I know what
That's
she's talking
different to
about.
me.
Hmm.
That's
I'm
different
just
to me. So I think it's all about the overall picture.
Can we have a grown folks conversation real quick
Yeah,
What?
on the kind of J Money After Dark kind of conversation?
Yeah,
we
Only
hold.
can.
Let me bring J
if
Money in.
if we doing the nasty, I don't want to see your titties not move and they just like this.
They
Right.
got new titties now,
I'm
Dr.
trying to see them
Real.
things do what
Who
they do.
is
I'm
they?
talking about all
Who is
natural to where them
who
hoes
is
flap
The
they?
plastic
around,
When she
surgery
say,
moving.
industry got natural. It's your titty. They putting fat up there now. They don't
And I
do
get it.
but
implants no
where's it
more.
The ones
coming
that
So
I'm
guess
from?
what?
seeing,
It's coming from you.
the
They put
ones
it
that
up
I've
Where
there
seen,
though?
them mothers is like, and
because
you doing the
they
thing,
probably got them when they was doing the
and them,
implants.
them, them things ain't doing nothing but sitting there looking at you like, what?
They probably
That's a
got
problem.
implants. They don't do
That's scary
implants
for
no
me. I
more.
need to see them things moving,
Mm.
flopping. You got to grab it and pull up and suck on. I'm
That's
trying to
what
see all of
if a woman go get them done right now, that's exactly what's gonna happen. You go Google it because it's your fat. They might take it from your thighs. Wherever they take the fat, they just put it up there. They don't do implants no more. They just sit in there and still. Now it's like
it.
this. So when you gain weight, they're gonna gain weight. When you lose weight, they're gonna lose weight.
Oh, that's
And they
y'all good
move.
then. Okay.
Yes, go Google it. They are
I'm
all
trying to see a
there.
transformer.
They're
Okay.
trying to get everything away from plastic, the word plastic surgery. They're going to natural surgeries because all they're doing is putting what they take out of you back in you and just shaping you up.
Okay.
So answer that part for me. And I know it sounded like I was trying to be funny, J Money, but just in case you know or someone said it, is there any truth to that? Because like I said, I'm an overthinker. I'm still thinking about it. Like if you got some fat pulled from one section of your body and you put it somewhere else, does that matter? Like does that, because fat forms in different
Mm.
ways in the
It
parts of your
doesn't. It
body.
doesn't
Like
matter. It doesn't
my
matter.
thighs and my arms do not look the same, but I
So,
got fat in both of them.
but your fat is just one type
That's
of fat,
wild.
Kesha. It's not no different. Just because it's an arm, that's a
Hey,
type of fat. This a leg, that's a type of fat. It's all the same fat. It's just your arm,
so
your
did
legs. Yeah, it's the
they
same
clarify
fat.
this? Did
Yeah,
anybody
I'm
clarify?
because all they're doing is just taking it and putting it somewhere else that you want it. Or some people are getting it just taken out. Instead of you doing the exercise, they just going. They're not getting nothing added. They're just going to get
Mhm.
the fat taken out to make them smaller again. So and then there's like you said, the upkeep. There is a. It's not just oh, I'm gonna go get plastic surgery so I can look good. No, you're still gonna have to exercise. You're still gonna have to work out. You're still gonna have to eat right to keep that body because it's your fat. So when you gain weight, it's gonna gain weight. When you lose weight, it'll lose weight. So if you got fat transferred to your butt, you're gonna have to keep up a certain lifestyle, or it when you get big, you're gonna see expand because all it is your fat.
I just seen too many asses that don't match thighs walk around in Dallas.
No, that's
Too many
Like look
asses
like
and thighs
chickens,
don't
ridiculous.
match.
right? Look like
Let's talk about
chickens.
that.
Don't match.
Let's talk about that. I'm
Why?
not
So Dr.
against.
Real, why doesn't it match? That's what I'm trying to
That's not.
understand. I know y'all think I'm trying to be funny, but I am so
I'm being
serious. I want to
focused.
No,
I'm being
because
understand this
focused.
thing.
they add too much, and I'm all
They
for
add
you
too
ever.
much of what? The
I'm
fat?
all for yes, anybody having plastic surgery, but I do feel like some
Do
people
we
go
have any
to the
people on
to
anyone on here that has
extreme.
had plastic surgery?
I do feel like I'm with Dr. Real. Some women go to extreme because I know a person who when it got it done the first time, then she gained a little weight. She went and got it done the second time, and now it's like it just when she turned
Because
the corner, when she
addicted
turned
to it.
when she turned the corner, her ass come 5 minutes later,
See,
and her legs about this big.
your thighs look like pressure sticks.
Her legs about this big,
No. See,
and I said that's extreme.
So Dr. Real, what is that coming from? Like what is that coming from, you think? Because I
I
want to
think
hear about this fat.
I feel
Do
like
you think?
some people get addicted to it. I got my breast fixed.
Yeah,
Okay, now I'm gonna get my
it's
ass.
addicted. Yeah, it's addicted.
Now I'm gonna take out some ribs so I can have this
Yeah.
going.
Yeah,
And then next thing you know, you're doing like a ghetto transformer. Don't nobody want that.
it's very
I'm
much
100 with you. For
addicted.
me, I'm sorry. Like, no, I'm good. Because it's gonna get to the point, and I'm not kidding, it's gonna get to the point. Take a woman home, and by the time she take everything off, you have a pile of clothes on the damn floor because ain't none of her real. Her eyes gonna come out, her hair gonna come out, then she gonna take off
What's the
this
difference
and this and this and
between?
this, and you're like, damn, I see the whole bunch of clothes. Because where the hell are you at?
So that's what I was just about to say. What's the difference between you wear fake hair, you wear fake eyelashes, fake nails? What's the difference? That's not
Your
them. When
body.
they
Yeah.
take all this off, it's not you. And then not on top of
Um,
that, I'm just saying, and there's a lot of women walk around with waist trainers on and these garments too hot, they spoop in their stomach, and then when they go with this man, they gotta take it out.
and then they look like a whole bunch of like a busted biscuit
That's not
packet.
them. That's just
Damn,
just a whole damn come out that thing.
that ain't
I used
you.
to put it on Facebook. You ain't see that one on Facebook had that one that zip up, and when she let it open, it was like a
I
whole nother
saw
person.
that.
A whole
Yeah.
nother person
Man,
came on me.
look
Yeah.
like molten
I
lava
said,
coming out there. I seen it.
Yeah, but
OMG.
let's have a moment of realness here too, though. That woman can't trick that. So when the difference between a person that's just trying to put things in the right places temporarily to make their outfit look good, you can't trick that man, because when you go home and lay down with that man, hey, it's gonna come out. However, that person that has had that plastic surgery or that stuff done, you can act you're now tricking someone, because if that man chooses to be with you forever, that's something that, like I say, all that, I don't know the outside, the ins and outs of what may happen, and you may change when you become older and older and older, and now he's looking like, what the heck, like the stuff growing in other places, and it's just something ain't right about it. Then you have to explain that I had surgery before, because you never know, y'all don't know, you don't know what you're gonna look like when you get older, and all these different things we're doing in a younger age. Like I said, I really don't want to be,
But
I don't think I'll be an old lady walking around with a young body and an old face. I
so
don't, but
you do know that the older women are going to get plastic surgery too. You do know that, right?
they might be, but they got
The
to keep
plastic
it
surgery,
up. They got to keep it up.
they are starting to go
All I'm
like
saying
61,
is, but
65
this
year
is
olds
all I'm
going.
saying. The older you get, health risks are there. So because you're trying to keep and maintain this certain body, what about your health? Like, what about that other stuff? Because when all that other stuff comes about, if something happens, that body, you're just gonna be sitting down with that body, just sitting there. You ain't gonna even be able to. You just sitting there with the body. You look cute. You real cute, girl. But like what? I don't know. Like I said, I'm an overthinker. I think too much
Big
about
old
it.
young booty and rough ass hands.
Yeah,
like
grandma go to getting off the couch, and booty rocking everywhere, and you like, dang,
I'm a grandmama now. Shit and booty
yeah,
walking
I'm
everywhere.
gonna be
I'm a
one,
grandmother
but
now.
it's
Grandmother
like
four.
still,
Ass is everywhere.
but I'm talking about the 70 and 80-year-old grandmother. That's what I'm talking about. You
I'm
know.
gonna be if the Lord's gonna be 78 with this big ass. I've been having
All
all my
right.
life. I've been
Man,
having
at
all my
the
life.
end of the day, though, do you just be safe
Yeah,
and understand the
that's what it
Yeah,
consequences
is.
of
If
yes,
it's like I say, I'm
yes,
not against it. I'm just being
yes,
honest about my thought process and how I actually will really overthink that. I'd be the one
yes.
sitting on the table telling the doctor, now wait a minute, before you do this, now you said you you can somebody else come in here and witness what he said because you said when I and that I'm not lying. I will be he will be like, ma'am, I'm that person that go to the doctor and ask a whole lot of questions, y'all. They act like they don't like talking to me, but I'm like, I'm really trying to understand.
you
And
over
I'm that
analytical.
I
Nothing
will
wrong
be
with that.
that person. I'll be that person laying on that table. He'll been trying to put me to sleep. You know how they count and put you to sleep? And he'll think I'm asleep. I ain't closed my eyes. I'll be like, I ain't going to sleep. I got another question. So it is what it is what it is. I'm telling you, Robin, I ain't playing. You better ask somebody. I'm for real about this. I'm asking questions because I need
You
to
over
know the
analytical. Ain't
answer.
nothing wrong with that.
But
What?
y'all chime in, chime in. I
Yes,
seen somebody say she
yes,
want to get her mummy makeover. She want the
yes.
mummy makeover. Like
Okay,
it's different
get it, girl.
ones.
Get it. It's a lot
So
of them. It's a lot of them.
it's like I think we need to be educated on what each one of them they do. Like they're all different.
Yes,
I heard of the
yes,
mummy
they are.
makeover, and
Just be
The
I
mummy
heard
safe.
of
makeover
the
is the breast, the stomach, and the butt, and your inner thighs, and your up under here, because you're making it all over it.
well, damn, where they gonna get the fat from if you taking all the fat from everywhere?
They just taking it out, making it slimmer
Oh,
and
they pulling it
shaping
out. They're
it.
not putting it nowhere. Okay,
My
I got that.
makeover, they only put it in your butt, but that's if you want it in your butt. But they
I
taking
got
it
you.
out
Okay.
from everywhere else and shaping these, sitting them back up where they were from when you were younger, making your stomach flat where it's flatter than a table. That's why it's called a mommy makeover. They're totally making you over.
I mean, as
Got
long as
you.
you don't turn into a Barbie doll or a blow up doll in human
No,
form, I'm good. As
with
long as you
them
don't turn
lips
into
this
that, I'm straight.
big and yeah,
Or either
some
you
of them
them
go
lips,
too far.
them
I
lips are
just
turning
leave
to
it
super coolers that don't look real. Like if you're gonna do it, make it look like it's authentic.
natural, like all natural. Somebody
Don't
would have
go
to
to the
guess
point where you look nothing like yourself.
themselves.
You took a
Hmm.
picture together and you missing. I can't show a real picture of you unless I get Mr. Potato Head parts and say this her. Because
This
the
her.
picture I'm about to show you, you ain't gonna
Hmm.
find that woman right there. You're gonna find this woman right here, and I'm gonna put a whole bunch of Mr. Potato Head parts on the ground so you can see
Mr.
what
Potato Head.
you look like. It doesn't make no
Yeah,
sense.
because and a lot of celebrities going to get their face done. Look at Lil Kim. That don't look like nothing like the
She
person
look
she
crazy.
was. I was like, she
Yeah.
went too far.
She look like Madam from
I feel
Solid
like
Gold.
some of them go too far. That's just my opinion. They take it to another, and it is addictive, y'all. It is addictive. You get one thing. Oh, now I don't like this. I'm gonna go get this changed. Oh, now I don't like
Like
this.
a
I'm gonna go get this.
tattoo.
Yeah, now I'm gonna go get this. It is very
Get my
addictive. That's
nose
why
changed. Take
some
my
of them
eyes
look.
up. Get my
That's
cheeks. Man.
that's why a lot of them look so
Yeah.
fake because they keep going back and back and back and back. Keep going back.
Yeah, and it's something scary about a person that they can't adjust their face and they just keep smiling. Like,
Hmm.
you're sitting in front of a person, they got something going on because they keep smiling. Is that maybe too much something? Their
That
face
ain't
pulled back.
Botox. That ain't face
That
products.
But
Y'all
Botox
make
in
they
their
you
do.
face.
sitting there, if we sitting
Uh,
down and I looked at you a couple times and you still in that same position smiling like that, I'm looking at you like you look, this is no longer funny, sir, ma'am. Can I get you to
Botox.
stop? Like I'm gonna hit you on your
mhm.
back. How you are you stuck?
Are you
Knocking on your back
okay?
to try to make it seem, we gotta fix that. Don't be sitting here smiling at me that long because it ain't that funny.
Are they getting the
I don't like
Botox
I
and
don't
their
like
eyes
stuff
are
like that.
frozen up like this? Like,
Right.
you-
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. That is not cute.
No.
Thank y'all for chiming in on that topic. It was fun, and it was
yes,
very, very beneficial because, like we said,
Mhm.
yes,
there's a lot of different things that come along with
yes,
that.
yes, it does.
We do have another topic to get into, and it comes from you, Dr. Real.
Sir.
Whew, let me get my church fan for I think because I don't,
Yes,
he be talking to us and then the people in the back. And come on, Dr. Real,
yes.
what you
I'm about
got?
to start
All right.
putting in the
So
offering.
everybody's heard of PTSD, right? Which normally is
Mm,
considered
Yes.
with soldiers or anybody who's been through a really traumatic experience.
Mm.
Well, I'm going to talk about post-relationship stress disorder.
mm.
Now,
Ooh.
side note, I really thought that was an acronym that I was developing myself. But
Give
when
me
I
the
started
letters
looking
again so I can put them
online,
up.
that is a real thing. And I was like, okay, that's a real psychological definition. That's a real psychological thing that a psychologist would tell you, hey, you're experiencing this. And I'm not talking, when you break up with somebody, you can go through the five things of grief. You're going to go through all that. You're going to go through I can't believe this happened to me. You're going to go through denial. You can go through acceptance. You're going to go through all that, the anger and everything. You can go through the 5 stages of grief. You're going to do that when you break up with somebody. But when I'm talking about the traumatic is where you can't move forward from that spot. You can't move forward to another relationship because you're so damaged from the previous one. Or you can't see the good in anybody, no matter what someone tells you, no matter what you see. And they're checking every box you have. But for whatever reason, for the reason that you sitting here hurting from that past relationship, you can't get past it. That's when you know you're suffering from post-relationship stress disorder.
That's right. I know.
And there's a lot of people, and I know it's happening because when I'm in all the social media platforms. I go to TikTok and Twitter and Facebook, and, not just Instagram, more pictures. But I read how many people are against relationships in this world right now, and it's staggering. Even in my own group, Hopeless Romantics, there's a lot of people in there that ain't trying to hear about going forward in a relationship. They'll rather do the fun, all the benefits of a relationship, but they won't do the other parts of it. Because a relationship is going to have the good and the bad. That's what relationship. There's no relationship. I don't care how good a man or woman is. It's never going to be perfect. Stop chasing perfection.
That's right.
Right.
Stop.
That post relationship stress. I've been through it for my own self. Been through it. And I think I described it in the group. And I'll tell you when I was a hoe's hoe. If they gave out trophies or MVPs, I have a whole little bunch of my fireplace right now. But I was
Wait, you were what now, Dr. Reed?
I was a hoe. Like, there's a player, there's a champion. I was a hoe's hoe. Like if you had someone special, if you said describe me a
real
hoe and a picture beside it, I'd have been there like this. In the picture. That'd be me. I was like that. But I was like that because I wasn't dealing with the issues I had coming out of that relationship. So I was traumatized. So they came to me and wanted to be good to me. Nah. Because the person that hurt me.
You didn't believe them? You didn't believe them? Too good to be true for them to be good to
all
you.
I saw was that person that hurt me. So they could be the greatest woman in the world. But because I was traumatized, just like a soldier that hears firecrackers and they think they're back in Iraq or Afghanistan because they hear the loud booming and banging. It was the same thing for me. Okay, when we got close to being some kind of true intimacy, I couldn't go forward because I was traumatized by because this seems way too familiar for me. I think you lying to me. I don't think you're real because the same person that hurt me was doing the same exact crap that you're doing. They were being nice to me. They were being good to me, but it was fake. So the way you have to get over that is not keep telling everyone this. You have to take time to truly heal. What most people do is when they break up with somebody, they end up jumping right into another relationship. They don't give themselves time to process what happened. True. Especially you about to be engaged and get married and it dissolves. You should not be trying to go with Willie after that. You tell Willie or Demisha, I thank you for trying to be in my life, but right now I'm not even in my own life to allow somebody else to be over here. I'm not good right now. I can't trust me.
That's right.
I can't trust my decision making right now.
But let me tell you this:
how in the hell I allowed this to happen to me in the first place?
That's
I can't trust my decision making. Go ahead.
What happens, Dr. Real, in that situation too? And you talked about this last week. You talked about, can you handle closure? So because of the world that we live in and exactly what you just testified to, women begin to not even take your honesty as honesty. Because when I hear you say that, how dare you be dishonest with me? Everybody else lie. So
Mhm.
you mean to tell me you care for me enough to tell me the truth? Oh no, you
Mhm.
lying. You lying because when you're trying to say your truth,
Mhm.
it sounds like a lie because
Mhm.
women are so used to being manipulated, lied to, cheated
Yes.
on, men
Yes.
too, vice versa. For someone to tell you the actual truth, sometimes it's not even about the closure. It's more so about I don't know why should I believe you? You're making it up.
Mhm.
You're telling
Because
me
the
the truth
hard
because
part,
you're making it up.
the hard
Mhm.
part again is because you can't trust your own decision making.
That's
You
right.
can't if you can't trust you, how in the hell am I gonna trust anybody else?
Mm.
So I'm scared to embrace you because I'm not sure that embrace you give me is 100%. Because the person that destroyed me had the same thing. They said the same exact words to me. They gave
And
me these same promises. They gave me these same things that you're presenting to me, but I can't trust you because I can't trust my eyes. I can't
mhm.
trust my ears. And damn sure
Mhm.
can't trust my mind. So you're
Mhm.
second guessing yourself, right? We
And it's so
all
many.
done. That's why I say everybody that comes to you is damaged. You have to be able to understand that.
Mhm.
And then
And it's
work
so
with each
many
other
people
at
are
what level you
taking
damage that. Am
they
I
taking
level
their
5
hurt into
damage
the new.
or level
Mhm.
1?
Mhm.
Because a level 5 and level 1 damage ain't the same. You probably don't want to
Mm.
get with that
Right.
person that level 5 damage you level 1.
Mm.
You don't want to do that to yourself. If you level 1, you don't want to go to level 5 damage you level 1 person. You don't want to do that because you're not going to be able to help that person unpack that baggage.
Mm.
Right.
So the easy part of it is, and it's hard, is, and I've said this a million times, is learning how to love and be comfortable with you
And with you.
and not nobody else, but you. And like I said before, take yourself out on a date. I don't give a damn who looking at you.
I told
And
you I
say,
did
damn,
it.
she must be lonely. No, baby, I'm good.
No, they thought
I'm
I
good
was
by
over there
myself.
prostituting.
I'm okay going to the movie alone. I'm
I did
okay
it.
doing XYZ. And when you get there, then you need to go see a therapist. It's nothing wrong with that.
Mhm.
Black
There's
people not
nothing
going
wrong with
boom,
that.
boom, boom, boom. There's
It's
nothing
nothing.
wrong with going to see a
It's
therapist. I
nothing.
don't give
Nothing
a damn
wrong.
what your grandma say or your auntie say because they going by what people
Mhm.
told them
Mhm.
generations ago. Go see somebody
Right.
if you feel like you're not in a good place. Because what you're gonna
Right.
do, you're gonna keep repeating the cycle. How many of y'all
Absolutely.
girlfriends that I don't understand why this keep happening to me? They going through the same cycle, the same type of dudes.
Same
They still can't
situation.
understand why they doing it.
Mhm.
Right.
And
Because
then
you're not
it's
taking
Right.
that time to relax.
relax.
I'm good by myself for a minute. I'm okay.
And a lot of people relationships or things don't work because they have to have self-love first. If you don't love you, how could you love somebody else? If you don't love you, how can you reflect love that somebody can see love within you? So and
You
there's a
can't
lot of
stand
people
time alone, you're gonna stay dependent. If you can't kick it with yourself, you're gonna stay dependent on somebody else. That 80s
Yep.
term,
Right.
codependent. That's gonna
Yes.
be you.
Yes.
Because you can't
Yes.
That
operate
comes
in
with
your own
growth.
space.
It does.
You better
It
learn how
does.
to pour you a glass of a Pinot Grigio and sit down and watch your rom-com on Friday and be okay with that and eat you some hot wings and be
And be
cool.
okay with it.
You better be okay
Like
with that.
Marsha, Sia just said, I'll eat by myself. I'll go to the movies by myself. I'm good. Which
And
is the
don't care
same
who's
thing
looking
Jay
at
Money
you.
was talking
Yes.
about one time.
As I
Yes.
told you, I did it, and I thought it was weird, but I did it. But they
She thought it was weird.
prostituting. It was like, "Are you looking for a date?" I'm like, "No, I just want to get something to eat." Shit.
Because people will look at you with judgmental eyes and like,
Mhm.
that's a
Why
weird
she
by
in there?
yourself.
Why she in there by herself? Like
You know,
I felt that coming in the door, and I'm sitting there looking like, "Are you expecting somebody?" No, I sat there by myself. Ordered me a
yeah.
drink, ordered me something to eat. And I felt weird, but I was like, you know what? I gotta try this.
Be by yourself until you can rid yourself of those ghosts that we all entertain. There's a lot of
Uh
people who by themselves that are eating dinner with a ghost. Please believe me.
Mm.
So
Dr.
stop
Real, you
entertaining
asked a
those ghosts from the
question.
past and the ghosts that are present. There's ghosts that you
Mm.
didn't entertain that are present in your life right now.
Mm.
Stop entertaining those ghosts. They gone, baby. They
Mm.
gone.
you asked a question in the group the other day, hopeless romantics, and I wanted to pay attention to two things because first it's always interesting to me to see how a person responds because sometimes we respond based on things because we know of this because we've done this either for ourselves or someone's done this for us or we did this for someone.
Yeah.
And you asked a question about to describe the perfect date, like something about dates.
Yeah.
And I was very intrigued because I wanted to see who actually would respond with it, the guys. Because when you think dating, the first thing that you think is a guy taking a lady on a date.
Yeah.
So you would think that the comments would overflow with guys because they're so creative and they've had all these different ideas and they know what to do. But what I was very impressed with was the majority of the people that spoke were women. And that kind of told me one or two things. Either someone has done this for you or you are accustomed to this because you've done it yourself. And in order for you to know what you like and hold someone else accountable to do those things for you, you got to been and did it yourself. So how dare you get upset even with the guy if they haven't done it and you haven't even done it for yourself. You don't know if you like it or not if you ain't did it. And I think that was a very good I think that was a good thing because I think it made people think, because it made me think. I've done a lot of things, but it made me say, what do I really like? What is something that's outside the box of or whatever? And then I went to express it myself. But I think that's so important. You got to know what you like.
Absolutely.
Exactly. You got to know what you like. You got to know what's for you. And you also got to leave yourself a little bit of opening to do something that's not in your comfort zone as well. You got to be able to be a tad bit adventurous because if you keep repeating the same thing, you're never going to get any kind of exposure to something different. You may not realize you enjoy because you never tried to taste it before because this is what I do. This is me. Yeah, this is you. This is all you ever done. So you're limiting yourself. How do you know this is just you? How do you know how you know you don't like doing X, Y, Z? You never tried it.
You never tried it.
You got to kind of go outside what your normality is, or whatever Todd did for you. That's what Todd did.
That's right.
My name's not Todd. I'm Craig. Let's see what Craig can do for you. Let's not just go with what you experienced with Todd for 5 years.
Right.
Let's try something different. Let's try some things that I do. You might like them. You just don't know that.
I agree.
That's true. I agree too.
Ooh, we've been talking about some good stuff tonight, y'all, because guess what? It's already 9:00. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
I know you got some quotes. You got some quotes for us, Dr. Real, to take us out with. We got to have something going on. Give it to us.
Once you have used up your sympathy and empathy, all that remains is apathy.
Ooh.
So let that remain. Let that sit on that one for a minute. Let's think about that one.
I gotta go Google what apathy is.
Empathy, apathy.
What's apathy?
What is apathy?
Apathy, when you just don't give a damn no more.
Oh.
You're apathetic.
Oh.
So you didn't use up your sympathy.
Being simple.
You didn't use up your empathy with me. So now there's nothing left but apathy.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So be careful you don't use up all the things, all the kinds of a person's point at that quote. And then lastly is love is like a butterfly. If you chase it, you will rarely catch it.
Wow.
If you do happen to catch it, you'll be too weary to enjoy it or too rough with it to capture it. But if you sit still, be calm and patient, it will land in your hands, which goes back into the post-relationship stress disorder. If you sit back, stop bringing your past with you. Let me say something. There's nothing wrong with being aware of what's going on. But here's my thing with the trust thing, really quickly. We get on planes, buses, trains, we drive our cars, we eat from people that we don't know who the hell cooking your food, and you do that with ease.
With no problem.
No worries.
No problem.
No worries at all. You don't know that man wash his hands after scratching his ass or nothing. You don't know who cooking your food.
You don't know who's flying that plane.
You damn sure shouldn't be worried about a relationship in the Waffle House. You don't give a damn.
Yeah.
The Waffle House, you look at that, they ain't clean the kitchen in about 5 days. But the food still be smacked, right? Just be real with you.
Yeah. That's
but
good.
See, intimacy relationship or trust, when somebody breaks your heart, you drag that with you. And every other person you deal with, you're gonna match against the first person or first experience that's damaged you.
Yes.
So you never truly 100% trust again. And every time somebody damages you, it goes from 90%, now it's at 85.
Right.
Next time it's at 75. And you go to the point to where at the end, you and the people that ain't unbothered. You don't give a damn, but I can't love you and be in a relationship with you if you don't give a damn. How's that work?
Right.
Yeah, how does that work?
So you gotta forgive the damage. Put a do what you need to do, put a patch on it. Know it's there. Don't be a goofy with it, but learn to move on. And it's easier said than done. I'm not saying it's easy, but learn how to leave that where it is. Learn from it.
Right.
And don't be the person that keep repeating the same damn lesson because you don't want to be taught. Don't be that person.
I agree. Wow. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed the show because definitely, as always, we dropped some nuggets for your ass because we wanted to do this going into the holiday weekend. We want everyone to be safe.
Yes.
Memorial weekend is coming up, so don't do nothing crazy out there in those streets. Have a good time, enjoy your family, be safe, and just enjoy life because
go to the candy shack
only
sit.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You only live once, y'all. So make sure you guys continue to rock with us. We have other shows. Continue to support the platform. We have our Thursday night shows, which includes it's J Money After Dark. We also have the Mamapreneur podcast, which she will actually be on tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in. And then also we have Mondays, we have your girl buying and selling with Bree, and your PowerTeam is here every Wednesday. So keep rocking with us. We really appreciate the support. We ain't got to go home, but we got to get the hell up out of here. So until next time, you guys be safe and we will see you later. So peace out. Oh man.
Dr. What are you eating?
I went to the candy shack with my son's birthday was today. And went to Ani Ramen downtown in Dallas, down Deep Ellum. And then I had to go get me a little. They opened a candy shack off of Skillman Abrams in Dallas.